And we're back. And he's going to play some beats. The Chief. I love it. And so we're going to come back and talk about more about the drumming and everything what we're doing here as well. We have we're sitting in your practice that you used to have.
Yes, this is one of my offices that I used to practice in. It's located at 605 Marshall Street here in Clearwater at the corner of Myrtle and Marshall Streets.
Right down from the station.
Yes. Right. And it has been abandoned by me because I retired from practice maybe 18 years ago, and I've gotten rid of the other offices, and this one I decided to donate it to foundation. And to be used for education, for music, for learning, for center of art. We have our traditions in Africa, which we can reveal to the public, and our various artists who are experts in drumming, in lectures, in art, and in dance, and also in teaching children. So the aim of it is to get in children that are in the streets having nothing to do, educate them, bring them, and raise their interest in something better. Right. So that will help the local people.
What impresses me is you have such a great lot here as well that are out. You're going to be doing shows and things out here.
Yes. So we have a lot of space, and we can do exhibitions of art, music. We could put up stage here and there and perform as we need to. Mm-hmm. So it's an educational center, really, but it encompasses various categories of learning.
I would be interested because I was doing this in Los Angeles back in the days with underprivileged children and we had actually given a little girl a beauty queen sash, and her parents are very poor, of course, and they're at this time, and we made her sparkle. So with that, and doing maybe a modeling workshop for the kids, or maybe a reporter's workshop. Maybe these kids want to be newscasters, and we could use them as well. Would you be interested?
Yes, indeed. We are very open to new suggestions, anything that will profit the area in which we live. This area appears dead, with no cultural nothing, and I think there's a chance that this will do very well and be profitable to local as well as other people.
I know, and you know what, King James has been telling me about your place here for over a year, and Lola's super excited from the station, because there's so much traffic coming by, and you have that open lot, so we could put on big shows out here, and vendors. We were talking about vendors, right, King James? And here's an example, and I have to bring this up because last night my neighbor James, and I'm going to show him this, and he called us up, and he had these spare ribs, and he has a smoker, right, and they are the best ribs I've ever tasted in my entire life. And I will never buy ribs again and make them myself. I've already vowed that. And so they're so good. We're going to get you some. We're going to invite you over so you can try it. Do you like spare ribs or ribs?
Yes, of course.
Well, like vendors like that we want to bring out here. And is that something we can do as well?
Yes. I'm not going to be able to monitor all the activities here. Mm-hmm. We need people like you, people who have expertise in various parameters of getting this place going up as a foundation, as a center of activity. one of the things I'm personally interested in is jazz. I love jazz music. I've been listening to jazz and collecting rare albums since I was 12.
Who is your favorite jazz artist?
Well, there are so many of them.
I know.
But I love big bands as well as bebops, as well as blues and things. Crooners like even Bing Crosby, you know, and Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan. And we talk about big bands, Count Basie, Duke Ellington, Mose Allison, and all, Benny Goodman. Yeah. And when you go to bebop, you talk of the great Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, Thelonious Monk. You know, I know them all by heart. And it'll give me the greatest pleasure to come here someday on a selected date and just play jazz so that people can listen. I'd love to do that.
Well, you're going to be a part of King James's new radio show. We're going to bring you around King James for a second as well. Yes, and King James radio show. You have a radio show coming up.
Yeah, and King James has been with this organization from the start.
I see that.
And he with 6 or 7 other people, both blacks and whites, we've been to the city of Clearwater and told them what we wanted to do. And they were enthusiastic and allowed us to go so far. So we think it is going to profit the city itself and the people.
But you're going to be doing this when? When do you foresee this coming up? Very shortly?
Well, we're embarking on doing something or broadcasting something on the 16th of this month.
I know, next Saturday.
And we're hoping that you are instrumental in it and kind of give us the guide of how to go around. I'm not an expert in this. I know nothing.
Well, you know, with people will probably want to call you anyways about your history and talk to you because you're so knowledgeable and so much and with what you have here to offer for people and for teenagers and the youth off the street. I think that's fabulous.
Well, thank you for all the accolades. I'm just doing my best, but everything I've told you is true.
I agree.
And right now, I'm not looking for personal profit. I'm doing things that I think will remain after most of us have passed. We can pass on these traditions when we are gone.
Right.
Because if you don't do something when you can do it, it may be too late.
I agree. You got to do your passion. If you're not happy with a job or something, you're going to look back and say, I wish I would have, could have, would have.
Exactly. And so we both agree on this principle. So King James has been with this thing, and he has a lot of input in it too. It's part of the association.
And your show's going to air at what time on Saturdays so people can tune in?
11 to noon.
11 to noon on tantalk1340.com.
Yes, 11 o'clock to 12 or something.
So they can see you live as well. And now, what else is your show going to be about? You know, what can people look forward to? You know, are you looking for more drummers or artists or, you know, painters or what do you want? Because people are listening like, hey, I may want to be on his show.
Well, people that want something good to happen here will certainly try to boost it and give us help. Right now, we will be needing a lady or a gentleman, an old man or a young woman to come in here and coordinate things so that we have somebody representing us here in this office to send out leaflets to coordinate things. I'm not going to be able to do that. So we want volunteers in all aspects, in agriculture, in art, in teaching, and at least we should start with whatever we can get.
I got you. Very cool.
We don't have enough funds to start the big way. But eventually we hope that when this kicks in, there will be reasonable people who agree with what we're trying to do, and donations will be sufficient so that there will be remunerations for those people that are working here.
Have you thought about with the news media like Bay 9 News or ABC Action News or our local news stations here? Have you thought about the media outlet besides me at this point?
One of the reasons we came to you is that we thought you could lead us on to these avenues.
I agree.
and we will use them to the utmost, I tell you that.
I got it. I got an idea. I got it. So we're super excited, and we're going to give you more information. I'm going to be back with King James and talking about some things that are coming up very shortly. And I'm Dawn Reese, and again, Chief, thank you so much. Before I go, I just want to say thank you because I went in your kitchen here, and you have Dawn dishwashing liquid. Yeah, see, you think of me every day.
Do you want to tell
Simply Clean
drums?
I have to give that. Yes, I do. So, if I do this, I'm going to put the mic here. I'm not, if I do this, I have no idea how to drum. Am I going to do a rain dance out there or like it's going to be rainy?
You play anything that comes to your mind.
Oh, is that how you do it?
Yes.
Okay, so anything comes to mind. Now, how much do one of these cost about?
I have no idea. King James can tell you.
How much about?
It depends on the drum, the size.
The drum and size?
They can range from anywhere from a small drum, $100 up to $500.
100 to 500, okay. And there are more women playing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Children, too.
Should I do my door knock?
I do that anyway. Yeah,
Start by doing like this.
Oh, okay.
simple beat.
Babaloo.
You got to let your fingers go free.
Yeah, relax.
Oh, more
All
relaxed.
in the wrist.
In the wrist. I was a twirler.
Okay. Then you can do this. Both hands.
Okay.
Go back. Balance. That's balancing.
Oh, balancing. Okay. Okay. He's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. My mother was a dancer.
So you're getting somewhere.
Yeah, very cool. Now, if anybody wants to learn drumming, King James is teaching, right?
I'm teaching.
You've got a
right here.
teaching?
He's a good teacher, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well,
He can go on with the drumming and the teaching and the getting people. That is the area that I'm very poor at.
okay.
Getting people together because he knows about the actual physical action that we need here.
I got it.
And I'm the CEO, but I need expertise in the various branches.
I got you.
And so I thank you very much for coming out
Thank you.
at your own time, and we trust that you're going to do your best in getting this place up.
I do, and we're going to do that idea just right after this. And thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Dawn Reese. Listen to them on Tan Talk 1340 a.m. on Saturdays from 11 to noon. All right, we'll be back. Bye-bye.
Bye. Jabo's Village Center.
You're not going